Welcome back, all you bulls and bears and betas out there, to the buzz of this Proxyopoly system we call the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. I'm the Jackal of Trades. As reiterated in previous episodes of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, I will be recusing myself from this episode of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. However, as mentioned in last week's episode, there is a vice proxy at the door with enough mock proxies to take on the Proxyopolis pro tempore of this Proxyopoly system. Now, without further delay, Proxy 0, Host 2.
Greetings, Proxyopoly of the whole, and its alternative forms. I'm Proxy 0, Proxyopolis pro tempore of Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated. Not to be confused with any of the other Proxyopolis. Proxyopoly on the table in this friendly board of Proxyopoly we got spread out in front of us. We're gonna roll the dice, because we are dicing up some resolutions here. The Shredmaster's opinion is shredding too many supremes. Oh, what could this mean? Is there a proxy problem? Oh, is this what the vice proxy wants to resolve into the context of Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms? I'm just Proxy 0. I couldn't possibly provide any substantial measures upon these issues, now could I? Jackals of the general partner at large.
Clang clang, it's S4E4, mes amis. We are the shackles of the general partner at large. Clang clang. And at the behest of the shackles of trades, we are here standing before the Proxyopoly to present these resolutions to curry favor with the Proxyopolis in terms of the favorability of the tender offer uncensored, exchange offer uncensored, general meeting uncensored, and the upcoming special meeting uncensored. Dang, dang, dang. Oh, S4E4, mes amis.
Oh yes, thank you for that. Do the roll call, shackles of the general partner at large. And now we will prepare for the proxy contest of the century. Or as our friends across the pond would say, Cypride for the coup de Shahundats. Or, if you would like to play a friendly game of Proxyopoly, kindly contact Proxyopoly on the link tree to find out further information upon the intellectual property protected under the trademark of Proxyopoly. Is this the game of Proxyopoly? I don't know. Perhaps this is where the proprietary quantitative algorithm comes into play. But if there are too many distant proxies, be on the lookout for the proprietary anti-logarithm. Oh, and the sneaky procurement cards are always at play. Oh, please procure the Proxyopolis. Excuse me. Maintain the quorum here in the Proxyopoly. Present the proprietary quantitative algorithm. Who now has the floor of this Proxyopoly podcast? We once again call the Game of Proxyopoly podcast.
Greetings, Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. My name is relevant and immaterial, but worth noting, I am the proprietary quantitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system. Proxyopolis, you are about to embark upon the Proxyopoly contest, toward which we have striven these many seasons. The mock proxies of the Proxyopoly TM are upon you. The mock proxies and Proxyopoly preferred mock proxies everywhere mock with you. In company with brave allies, Proxyopolis and dissident proxies on other boards, you will bring about the motion to take from the table and to reconsider the motion to discharge the general partner at large by discharging a Proxyopoly of your choice, Proxyopolis.
I didn't hear a drang, Proxyopolis. My name is irrelevant and immaterial as well, but worth noting,
I am the proprietary qualitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system, and by means of the motion to discharge a Proxyopoly from further consideration of a question or subject, comma, the Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms can take the matter out of any Proxyopolis' hands after referring it to the Proxyopoly with sufficient threshold of dissident proxy cards in your hand on Linktree/NASCAR Cosa. How the hell y'all doing, Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms? I'm NASCAR Cosa, the jackal of trading card games within the context of this friendly game of Proxyopoly we got going on between the Proxyopolis here. Looks like we got Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated facing a privacy contest upon the board of one of its subsidiaries. Perhaps it's Thunderblast Energy Drinks. Maybe it's Cosmic Crunch Cereal. Or maybe it's a Proxyopoly of your choice, Proxyopolis. Insert Proxyopoly here. Welcome to Proxyopoly. Well, I reckon we best be reading the mock prospectus and, segueing it to where these may come into play with the mutatis mutandis of the bylaws of Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. We're looking at Article 5 of the bylaws of the Proxyopoly here, where we specify what it means we call meetings. Now, the special meetings may be called by the vice proxy or by the Proxyopolis of the board Proxyopoly, and shall be called upon a written request by 10 Proxyopolis of the Proxyopoly. And the purpose of this Proxyopoly shall be stated in this episode of the Game of Proxyopoly podcast and distributed to all members wherever you get your Proxyopoly podcast. Now streaming on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And Ceteris Paribus, party on, Proxyopoly.
Oh, you can't proxy with the Proxyopoly that easily, Proxyopolis. It is I, the proprietary anti-logarithm of this Proxyopoly system. And allow me this opportunity to make that germane within the context of the term proxy. The term proxy includes every proxy within the meaning of Section 14A of the Externity. 1934 is the year in question for this proxy problem. Oh, did I just play a dissident proxy card? Oh, the logarithms and the algorithms seem to have their own contest here within the context of Proxyopoly. Is this a Shredmaster Supremum? Is there a Shredmaster Supreme able to put a stop to this Shredmaster Supremum? Or is there a vice proxy at the door with enough mock proxies to take on the Proxyopolis pro tempore of Cloud Corp International Holdings Incorporated?
Via the shackles of the General Partner at Large, and at the behest of the General Partner at Large of Cloud Corp International Holdings Incorporated, we are hereby announcing the call of the special meeting uncensored premiering this season on the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, in which we will be having the special meeting uncensored for the nomination of the vice proxy by proxy, in which the bylaws of the Proxyopoly procedures of consideration are now on the table by proxy, mock proxy. If you got a Proxyopoly preferred mock proxy kindly consider exchanging it for any of the Proxyopolies of your choice in the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. Soy Brett.
Now that's a drang, jackals of the General Partner at Large. It's me again, the proprietary qualitative algorithm. And now having sufficient proposals on the agenda, we can now announce the special meeting uncensored premiering this season on the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. Now, referring the action items on the table to another Proxyopolist here on the Game of Proxyopoly podcast. Proxy Zero, do you have a nomination for the vice proxy of Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms?
I don't know. Can I, Proxy Zero, Proxyopolist Proxyopoly of Clown Corp International Holdings Incorporated, also beyond Vice Proxy within the context of another Proxyopoly here in the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, a friendly game of Proxyopoly brought to you by Thunderblast Energy Drinks.
Hold it right there, Proxyopoly. My name is irrelevant and immaterial. But worth noting, I am the proxy problem, now activated, hence Proxy 0 cannot be Proxyopolis Pro Tempore and Vice Proxy. Now a random Proxyopolis within the realm of Proxyopoly will become Vice Proxy upon the board of Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms. Now, presenting the Vice Proxy at the door with enough mock proxies to take on the Proxyopolis Pro Tempore is the Vice Proxy, brought to you by the proxy problem of this Proxyopoly system, protected under the mark of Proxyopoly!
I'm sorry, excuse me, proxy problem was it? It's me, NASCAR Coach again. I just wanted to chime in here. Just to make note before we introduce the Vice Proxy that this is once again a fictitious Proxyopoly system, and if you have any questions lying on the table with regard to any of the aforementioned circumstances, albeit notwithstanding, you can check out all of the answers therein on Linktree/NASCAR Coach. Play the game of Proxyopoly with Proxyopoly of the whole and its alternative forms today on Linktree/NASCAR Cosa. All launches your game.
It's me again, the proprietary quantitative algorithm of this Proxyopoly system. Motion adjournment, at least for the algorithms, while the Vice Proxy and Proxyopolis Pro Tempore deliberate these satirical corporate buzzwords, some of which may in fact be protected under the mark of Proxyopoly. But that's why we have the proprietary qualitative algorithm. But these algorithms are once again recusing ourselves. Well, this deliberation transpires. And I'm really reminded that all losses your gain here at Proxyopoly. And you can find out more information about any of these Proxyopolies by looking at any of the mock prospectuses on the link tree, where we do include instances of beta variables and proxy variables for non-financial performance, which are in fact made germane on several companies' financial statements. And for more information on that, there are plentiful proxies abound. Perhaps 200 million mock proxies? Could they be swung to the dissident proxy side?
Clang, clang, via the shackles of the general partner at large. And there will be no further protraction cards to be played at this turn of the Game of Proxyopoly on the Game of Proxyopoly podcast, as we are now introducing the Vice Proxy, who will be taking on the Proxyopolis Pro Tempore within the context of the proxy contest of this Proxyopoly system. Now, without further delay, introducing the Vice Proxy.
Nobody knows his real name, but he goes by the Jackal.
This from the mind of Biz Gunthorpe, sponsored by Goozle Juice and New Stinky Shoes. The entanglement of the game of Proxyopoly has intertwined with the game of Swamp Buggy. Toxic Mullet has surpassed all expectations. Smoking Mullet became champion in the expedition. The Victor Mullet Buggies have overcome their demons. Screaming Demon has been conquered. Stay alert for updates on the conquest of the Toxic Mullet team. Biz Gunthorpe, end transmission.
New stinky shoes. You can be Pew with the new stinky shoes.
Goosey Juice, you'll be a winner.
Biz Gunthorpe, download.
Goosey Juice, get it in ya.
Proxyopoly
Goosey Juice, you'll be a winner.